Hi guys, hope you're well. We are still going through the Action Bible. I'm loving it at the moment. We started a new one. If you were with us last couple of weeks, we've been looking at Moses. And Moses was born in Egypt in a time where boys were being murdered and thrown into the river Nile. So Moses was sent off in a floating basket, and Pharaoh's daughter found him, and he was brought up to be an Egyptian prince. And if you remember, he knew that his family were Hebrews, and he knew who his real mum and sister and brother were. But he was still an Egyptian prince, and he saw an Egyptian beating up a Hebrew, an Israelite, one of his people, and he went and he killed him. And he realised that he'd be in a lot of trouble for that, so he ran away. And he ran away, and then he met some ladies who were at a well, and then he was invited in by a guy called Jethro, one of the ladies' dads, and he's basically stayed there for 40 years. This is where we pick the story up. It's called A Burning Bush. It's on page 121. Moses stays weeks and then months. He marries Zipporah, the lady you met, and they have 2 sons. Moses works as a shepherd for his father-in-law for 40 years. Years after years, the flocks of Jethro, his father-in-law, increase. But one year the grass dries up, and Moses leads his sheep to pastures new, near the mountain of Sinai, Mount Sinai. But even after all these years, Moses cannot forget the Hebrew people. I wonder if Pharaoh is still alive, he thought, and what became of my sister Miriam and my brother Aaron? Moses wonders too about the Hebrew slaves. Are they still struggling under the whips of the Egyptian rulers? One day he looks up and sees a strange sight on Mount Sinai, a bush. It's on fire, but it's not burning up. He steps closer and then stops. A voice from the fiery bush calls out to Moses. I'm here once again. He steps closer. Once again, Moses starts towards the bush, but the same voice warns him, don't come any nearer. Take off your shoes because you are standing on holy ground. That voice is the voice of God. So Moses took off his shoes. I am the God of your father and the God of your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Moses knelt down and hid his face in fear at being addressed by the one true God. I have seen my people suffer in Egypt, and I have come to save them. I want you to bring them out of the land. Then you will lead them up to the new land, a land flowing with milk and honey. Now go. I am sending you, Moses, to Pharaoh. Who am I to speak to Pharaoh of Egypt? Who am I to lead the Hebrews? I'm not a leader, cried out Moses. I am your leader, said God. And I am with you, believe me, and that you and the Israelites will come to worship me on this very mountain. I'm not a prophet or a priest. What if they ask of your name? I am who I am, and I will perform wonders against the Egyptians. But what if they don't believe me? Moses was crying out, thinking up all these excuses to not have to go to Pharaoh. Throw your staff on the ground. A staff is like a walking stick, like a shepherd's crook. Throw it on the ground. He did. Moses' staff immediately turned into a venomous snake. He ran away in terror. God called Moses to come back. Then he tells him to pick up the snake. Trembling at the power of God, Moses obeys and picked up the poisonous snake, and immediately it turned back into his staff. The Lord had given Moses the power to do this miracle and 2 others, so he can make the people believe. Still, Moses was afraid. I'm not a very good speaker. I can't do this job, he said to God. I made your mouth, didn't I? I can make you speak with it too. But very well. I am sending your brother Aaron to meet you. I will help you both speak. Now go. And we will find out what happened. Did Moses go and do what God wanted him to do? Or was he really scared and decided not to bother? I think you probably know already what happens. Have a good week. If you haven't been catching up with us on the Zoom on a Tuesdays at 6, let your mums or your dads know, and hopefully you can join us. They can contact me and I'll let them have the details, and we'll catch up on them. I'll see you soon. Have a good week. Keep well. God bless. Bye.